The Steel City might be most associated with its legendary NFL franchise, but people here in Pittsburgh know that the ties to the Panthers run deep. Glad to have you with us here at Acrisure Stadium, home to the Pittsburgh Panthers. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got... The 29. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
To the air, it's Green. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the catch past the sticks. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Razorbacks in the hurry up. The give to the back. Tackled after picking up the first down. And the Razorbacks are on the move. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
And makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is...
He'll take a shot. And it's caught! Touchdown, Razorbacks! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The offense set for a first down play. Snags it quickly on the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Now on first down from the 43. Makes his man miss. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well give it to him again.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Lloyd. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to get 1 down to the 15.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
At the 35, he's got room. Off he goes. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team out there getting set. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Looking for space. It's Reed. The Panthers pick up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Pitt. On to attempt to try. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. And
he's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Holstein. They'll run the screen. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. Got it behind the line. It's McCray. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Offense facing 4th down.
Okay, ready? No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little sliver. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
What are we doing? Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. They'll run it. It's Boyd. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Using the quick game. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Fast motion from the offense. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Hard-hitting tackle. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And as they come to the line of scrimmage here, you can take the lead with the field goal, but a touchdown here gives you extra cushion. Looking for the score. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. This place is alive, and they'd love to force this offense into another mistake. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the ball slipped out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, the quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off play action on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires on the move. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Razorbacks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. I'm going to find out here.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slide.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day if you're this quarterback right now. You know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down. You got to slide. You got to try to get out of bounds. You got to really try to save yourself because this team needs you if they're going to win the game.
Here's the handoff. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Makes the grab on the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Muscling ahead on third and short. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inch, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's McCray. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Running back goes in motion. Here comes the option. Quick toss. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And the Panthers will have it first and 10. They'll ride Davis here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
29 Philly.
To the air, it's Holstein. Gets it out quickly. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Quarterback checking off. Here we go with the run on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Give to the back. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pickup of 3 out to the 5. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. The sure hands, it's Sategna. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Back to throw, it's Green. Buying some time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the tight end. At the 45 on its way. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Now from inside the red zone. That's caught. It's Washington. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Green. He finds his man. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. Pulls it in on the right. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. The give to the left side. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Quarterback will audible. Wide out in motion. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Complete to the left. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, they don't pick up the first down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions. And we'll see what he's able to do as they inch closer and closer towards the goal line.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
You think about those guys on the move, man. He's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Fires into the end zone. It's
Nighty night.
and they desperately needed
Don't
to
let
keep
the
that
big
drive
bugs
going,
bite.
but they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games.